Mambo degree shughulikia baadaye because it's just it's only important when if you don't have it.
It's only important if
you don't have it. Paka unauliza hujafanya degree? Wewe unataka alafu wale wamefanya degree hawana kazi.
Yes.
The job market, bro, is saturated. Every year of 100,000 graduates in Kenya. Wataenda wapi? I know people who have been jobless for the last 7 years, 8 years. Na alifanya degree amepata ati niko na low, second class upper. So wende ukule hiyo hapa. Like seriously.
Yo wadau, this conversation has been inspired by a very simple question. Wasomali kwani wanatoanga pesa wapi?
It's a very interesting question. Ni pesa ndo tunajua kutumia ama ni pesa ndo tuko nayo? I know some people used to save 20,000 every month. Mshahara kiingia tu
20.
Mimi mshahara kiingia naanza na pizza. The first week nakula vizuri. And this guy the first week anakula kama kuku. Mimi namaliza naenda movies nakula. Alafu Abdi, why don't you save? You have future, you have family, you have. Nikamwambia boss, if I save. Like let's say you are saving 20,000. After how many years ndo itafika millions? Nikamwambia that will be can come one time. I knew that prophecy came true.
Our guest for this episode, Abdi Nur Ali Mahdi, is a telecommunications engineer and an education technologist, but I can promise you this conversation is pure good vibes.
Kama sahi, if today you tell me, Abdi, go get 10 million, I can assure you, I will go get the 10 million without documentation, without bank's guarantee, without anything. Na nikuletea hapo. Yes. That's trust. Lakini Wakenya wengine wakichukuliana 100,000 wanaleta wakili, mashahidi, without any kind of guarantee. Naweza pata hiyo 10 million.
He has also been ranked among 50 most influential men in Kenya, but our conversation leo, we are building the nation by sharing the Somali trade secrets. Lazima ukue pia na yako yenye umeweka mahali.
Si lazima. Mimi naleta deal. Ninakuja na plot.
So unaweza kuja na confidence.
Zero. Yeah. Wewe niko na plot hapa. Nimesha negotiate na mwenye nyumba. Una watu from zero wanataka unapata 10 million. I know a guy.
I'm your host Dr. Kingori, and here's another reason to stay subscribed to our channel. Kama hauja subscribe, this right here is another reason to hit subscribe and turn on the notifications bell. Alafu kama umependa set yetu, our location nini, this is Wojo Africa. Wojo is a premium co-working space. Iko located in Upper Hill, Nairobi. If you're familiar with the concept ya co-sharing ama co-working space, you need to check out the offers za Wojo. Unataka ofisi, unataka mahali very well designed, international standards. You don't have to worry about parking, endless, inaitwa bottomless coffee, and so much more. Check out Wojo Africa. The contact details on how to get in touch with the team at Wojo ndio hizi tumewekea hapa kwa screen. My friend Nasra, she's a comedian from the Somali community.
Yes.
Said one of the most interesting statements in the context of what we are about to discuss. Alikuja on stage siku moja and then akasema, najua watu wanajiuliza like watu wengine wanajua mbona wa Somali wako na pesa hivyo, like why do Somalis have so much money? Alafu akasema hata sisi tunajiuliza mbona nyinyi hamna. You understand?
That's a nice one.
Why don't you guys have money?
Yes.
So it's an assumption, and I was looking forward to having a conversation.
Yes.
Na nimetafuta sana understanding the Somali business model. And I'm so grateful to my friend Hafsa who helped us set this up. And thank you too for making time for us. And I'm ashamed, I'll tell our audience that our original conversation is understanding the Somali business model, but then your vibes on education are on a whole new level. So we'll combine two shows in one. Okay? So on the Somali business model, how comes most of the other Kenyan communities have not hacked the secret to how Somalis come up with money? Why do Somalis have money when other communities don't?
Thank you so much, Dr. Kori. Thank you for having me.
Karibu.
It's a very interesting question, and I have the perfect answer for you.
Please.
Do Somalis have money? That's the question. Or do they know how to use money? That's another question.
Money, or do they know how to use money?
Ni pesa ndo tunajua kutumia ama ni pesa ndo tuko nayo?
Okay.
If you give me 2 million shilling today as a Somali community,
Yes.
in the next 1 week, utajua niko na pesa. I will use it. Unfortunately for the other Kenyans, for example, there are some landlords I meet, especially when I was living in Nakuru and Nyeri. If you are told this man owns this building, you will say no. Utasema wallahi, nyumba si yake.
Yes, yes, yes.
Have you ever seen a Somali with a probox selling bananas kwa boat? Ama kona gari yake na anauza mboga nyuma. Have you ever seen?
No.
Why? Uko na gari. That's a sign of status.
Yes, yes.
Alafu unauza mboga kwa nyuma gari. So the issue is not about we have money. Money is there, and everyone has money. Even Kenyans, they have money. Actually, let me tell you something. Somalis don't have a lot of money. They are rich, but they are not wealthy. They are not industrialists. They don't produce anything. We import things from China and Turkey. If today you say no importation, our business is like literally will collapse from all angles. Because we import, we don't produce. But the issue is, like all Kenyans believe, Wasomali wako na pesa. Pesa iko. Even you guys have money, but you guys don't use it. For us, we use it. If I get 2 million today,
Yes, yes, yes.
I'll buy the latest iPhone.
Yes.
I'll buy if I was having a Nissan Juke, I will go to Forester. Yani, you will see that I will use the money. So the issue is usage.
Okay.
But it's not about having money. We have other Kenyans I believe have a lot of money.
But there's a
compared
difference.
to Somali. But Somalis will use it.
Why wouldn't a Somali sell bananas on his car? Am I using his car?
One, Somalis are very proud community. Very proud.
Yes.
And last week I was with the governor of Garissa, and there's a lot of unemployment in the county. So some Moses goes to him, and then they are like, mzee, patia vijana kazi. And the guy said, sina kazi, but there's a lot of projects, which is brick and mortar projects. Like we have a stadium coming up, we have an airstrip coming up, we have a hospital coming up. Okay. So akamwambia, letena watoto tuwapatia plumbing. Guess what he was told? Ungepatia kijana wako plumbing. We have TVETs.
Yes.
In Garissa, Wajir, and Mandera. You will never see them learning plumbing, electricals, and those kazi ya mkono.
Yes, yes.
They will not, because it's a very proud community. One time, I was sitting in Garissa. Tulikuwa tumepanga line to a clubber, jamaa wa viatu. We are almost 5 people waiting for him to shoe shine. So I asked one of the wazes, why can't our boys do this thing? He told me, who's going to marry your daughter? Msichana gani? Msichana wa clubber. Nita kobla ama ni kolba? Jamaa kutengeneza viatu.
Yes, yes.
Anaitwa nani?
Ni Kobla.
Kobla.
No, Kobla ndio wa kutengeneza, yes.
So ataulizwa, ati msichana wa nani? Msichana wa Kobla? Hapana. It's a proud community.
Yes.
I remember one of the now deputy governors in one of the counties. He used to import dog food.
Dog food.
Dog food.
Yes.
And he was doing very, very well. Alikuwa analeta chakula umbwa. Watu walikuwa wanamuuliza, unafanya kazi gani? And I import dog food.
Yes.
Hey, uko serious? They discouraged him.
It's not about how much money you're making from what you're doing. It's about what you're doing.
It's a proud community. There's a book written a long time ago during World War II by a British soldier. It's called Warriors, The Life and Death Among Somalis. The guy said, and long time ago, not these Gen Zs, long time ago, you're talking about 1970s and above, that book when it was written. He said, of all the African races, the best to live among and the most difficult, the most proud, the bravest, the vainest, and the, and the most difficult people are the Somali communities. So this thing is in the blood. But the issue of other Kenyans saying Somalis work on a pesa, maybe it's a talent. For example, let me tell you a good example. We are more than 42 communities in Kenya, 46 around.
Yes, yes.
Every community, they have a unique talent. Now, if you go to Chamgelan, we cheer for them during the marathons. Sindio?
Yes.
They are our brothers and sisters. We cheer for them, and we want them to win because that is their talent. They bring new talent to the country.
Yes.
Have you ever seen us complain? Bona watu wanachukaga number 1 marathon. If you go to the mountain and Luya land, they are prowess in terms of business, acumen. It's very impressive.
Yes.
That's what they bring. Where's on a Mount Kenya person akikimbia? Very rarely. In terms of sports, football, Mshakoli Mulai was Kina Luya people. Masai and Samburus, they bring arts, culture, and tradition into the country. The Kamba people, in terms of arts and creativity, very brilliant people. So every community, they are bringing unique talent.
Yes.
For us, our unique talent is doing business.
Okay.
Doing business, not only doing business, but also using that whatever resource we have. You will see a Somali person who is jobless and he has the latest iPhone. Paka unajiuliza, hii iPhone umetoa wapi na huna kazi? iPhone is latest 150,000.
Yes.
Mtu hana kazi.
Yes.
Hata kufanya kazi ya plumbing, ya kushona viatu, ya mjengo. You will never see him. They want a white collar job.
Yes, yes.
But regardless, that guy is living, I don't know, he's eating meat every day in all the restaurants. That guy can spend 3,000 a day. So the issue is not about the Somalis have money. Somalis they know how to use the money. Trust me, if today you can pay 2 million, meet me after 1 week. And if I give another Kenyan 2 million, my friend, we are totally different. Me nitapeana to my immediate family, relatives, friends, na pia nitatumia. I will go shopping, na change wardrobe. Kama ni gari ilikuwa nazubua, nabadilisha. Kama ni simu ilikuwa iPhone, tupa hiyo, nunua ingine. So utajua, you will tell a Somali, akona pesa. No, ametumia pesa.
Ametumia pesa.
So I want to kill this debate. We have money, like another Kenya, but we know how to use it.
You know how to use it.
Yes. So weziona Msomali at he's a landlord. Amekaa hapo nje, unakaa huyu jamaa anakaa homeless.
Ngumu.
Msomali akinunua Alto kuisha. Leave alone selling something on a booth. No. We are a very proud community and it's natural. Like any other community, we bring that to the table.
When you buy a car, it's not a shop. It's a car.
It's a car, it's not a shop. Yo poverty syndrome hatutaki.
Now isn't the principles aren't the principles of how of the application of money the same? Like if I have 2 million and I spend it to show itaisha yangu, right? How comes yours is different? You'll still spend it, but you can maintain status.
Let me tell you something. The more you keep it, the more it will run away from you. The more you give it out, the more you spend it. You need to have that attitude. People saving penny. Penny save is always a penny save. You will never get rich by saving. Trust me. So maneno ati, for example, sometimes I used to work. So tukipatiwa night out, ile per diem, mnapewa maybe 3,000 a day. The other person will try to maximize that and come back with, let's say, 70% of the nini. Paka mnakula mahali anataka wewe umlipie. And you guys are given the
same amount of
money. Same amount.
Yes.
So we spend.
Okay.
We spend. If you go to the malls right now, the biggest spenders are Somalis. A few weeks ago, I was in Two Rivers. I was shocked. Two Rivers used to be very busy. On a Sunday, looks like on a Monday, because of the BBS. Now people stop going to Two Rivers. Now they're going to BBS.
Yes.
Two Rivers is like closing down. Like it was like a ghost place. Like it was a Sunday. And in Beleni, before BBS, that place used to be very busy. All the restaurants are full everywhere. It's kids and families and everything. So we spend. With all these malls you see around, if we don't spend, they will all close.
Then this brings to the brings forth a conversation that I was told there's a difference between, and this credit to Bishop Dr. Luke. He told me that there's a difference between wealth creation and wealth circulation, right? Wealth creation is people building from scratch, as in new people making new money, whereas wealth circulation is money circulating around the same people, or the people with money investing in ideas, and then it looks like hey, the economy is growing, what wako na do. The example you've given of BBS, for example, Somalis are the biggest spenders.
Yes.
So now this means, like, let's say, correct me if I'm wrong, if Two Rivers is here, they're the biggest spenders. Then the move to BBS, it become BBS is in Italy, right?
Italy, yes.
So it means tumerudisha do ina circulate kwa something. Nini?
Yes.
Is that accurate?
Very accurate.
Okay.
Very accurate. But Somalis, they normally, when they buy things, they don't do it like this is a Somali business.
Yes.
One, they depend so much on referrals.
Okay.
If you do work for me today,
yes,
and I like your job, trust me, in the next few months, you will get more referrals.
Yes.
Mtu ananiambia wewe nataka mtu anifanyie kazi fulani. Naambia I know I'm a very good guy. That guy now will refer to another guy, another guy, another guy, another guy. To a point paka unasema mimi sitaki kazi. So we don't buy things based on like this business is owned by a Somali. But as long as it's quality and it's okay,
yes,
it's okay.
Yes.
But
Understood.
now that BBS now is bringing back, because most of the shops are owned by the Somali community.
Yes.
So it's opening more businesses in Italy.
Okay, understood. Then now, when it comes to, let's say, when you give an example, someone doesn't have a job. So are we talking community wealth here, where someone doesn't have a job, but they can afford the latest phone, right? What does this, what is the person who is hustling to save for that phone for 1 year not doing right?
Now, we have a strong family bonds.
Family bonds.
Family bonds.
Yes.
One, number one, we have very big family. Personally, I come from a family where we are, I think, around 14, 15. I'm the firstborn.
15.
And that
this is one household.
One household, my father only. And it's just is typical, in a typical Somali household, the minimum I think you can get is 8 children.
8 children.
I think we're the only Kenyan community that is preserving the old ways of our grandfathers. I know your grandfather had multiple wives and multiple kids. Wewe unang'ang'ana tu na kamoja. Na bibi ni moja. So, let's say we are 15 in the house. Let's say we're 8 in the household.
Yes.
3 of us are working. 3 of us are working. Those 3 will support the family. The family of the father and the mother and the homestead. Obviously, everyone will send, regardless of who they will be sending. And so the rest of the 5 will be at home. They will not miss somewhere to sleep. They will not miss something to eat. And regardless, they can just make call, hey, I need a phone or I need a whatever.
Okay.
So as long as they're within the homestead, or as long as they are related or there's that family bond, they will never suffer. There's no point of saying, ati umefika 18, waenda ama ufanye kazi. You can get a 40-year-old jobless. Analishwa vizuri.
Okay.
Na anakula vizuri na ako na latest iPhone. Na analala vizuri. So kuna hiyo family. So if one person ameomoka kwa hiyo family, he will take care of the rest.
And we had a guest on the show, Gabriel Maketh, who told us that is almost similar to, he said, the Nilotic, he called it something, where when one person makes it, he carries the weight of the rest of the family, but not creating opportunities for them.
Yes.
So if things, let's say if he goes through an economic shake-up, it's an economic shake-up for everybody. If his resources are depleted, for example,
the whole
it
of the
means
family.
the whole tree crumbles. This compared to this other system that most families apply, ya kila mtu ajitegemee, and then I think it would work better if they would adopt the Somali structure when it comes to, kila mtu ameleta, So now we can pool resources to do something.
Absolutely. And hiyo mtu ameomoka sasa, obviously will create opportunity for the rest. Those who are serious. Kuna wengine hawasaidiki. So obviously they will create opportunity. So hiyo burden yake inakuwa less and less.
Okay.
So like I said, there's that strong family. You won't allow someone from your even closest family, relative, to suffer. Like every month you send multiple M-Pesas to different people.
Yes.
Yes, you support them. You wait, wanaomoka wao wenyewe wanasaidia wengine.
Yes.
So there is that strong family. Besides, there's also you are insured by your community.
Insured by your community.
If today I nikikuchukulia maybe 2 million or 1 million, nipotee, that money is never lost. Siniko na community.
Okay.
Unaangalia Abdi ametoka jamii gani, Ogaden, okay. You look for one. Kuna jamani to Abdi, he's from this. Na amepotea na 1 million yangu. Atapiga simu, ataita wazee. Hiyo pesa inachangwa na unalipwa.
Oh really?
Yes.
And then what happens to Abdi?
Abdi anaenda zake. Acha enjoy.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
everything is sorted by compensation. Ukiwa mtu, you compensated. But there's a very bad behavior of people raping innocent girls and then maslaha situation. Same thing. Wazee wanakuja, huyu amerape msichana, leteni ngombe 10. So the innocent ladies become now the victim. But in other maslaha issues, works very perfectly, especially in terms of conflict resolution.
Okay.
Tukikosana wazee wanaitwa, ukiniibia wana solve. So you are insured by, say, maybe there's someone ameiba millions and millions from other people, from other communities.
Yes.
Hiyo pesa inachangwa na hiyo jamaa atalipwa. So you are insured by your community.
But then this begs the question, there is one which is a paradox for me. One image of Somali unity, then another image of Somalis don't like each other. How is the balance? Where is the balance?
Who said Somalis don't like each other?
Kuna watu wengine, I never picked this conversation well. And the conversation was like there's clanism, like one clan. Mimi nikiona Somali, I know this is a Somali, right? But then when it goes to Somali, unasikia hii clan aisikizani na hii clan, yet outside tunajua Somali is one, right? So doesn't this now become tricky to understand?
First of all, the narrative of Somalis hate each other is false. We have conflicts, but our conflict is based on resources, especially for the pastoralist communities. It's based on resources where they have some boundaries within the clans. Like I come from Ojia South, I have boundaries. So if my cattle or my goats and camels move to, because sometimes we have a prolonged drought, and then you have to move around because we are pastoralists and we are nomadic. So it creates some conflicts. Like msivuke hapa because of limited resources of water and pasture. The other conflict is maybe political. Siasa pia inachezaga, especially during the campaign. But after campaign, that thing is inaisha. So inabaki tu kwa wale wafugaji kwa sababu ya limited resources ya maji na nini. But it's always it gets sorted. Ukwagi mahali watu it's becoming brutal or something. It's always sorted. So we don't hate each other. Like if right now I go to the far east of maybe the far part of maybe Mandera, if I find a Somali community there, I will spend there, eat there, sleep there. We have that unity and harmony still among us. So ikifika siasa ndo maybe it becomes
kunakuwa na difference.
Na hiyo inaletwa na wanasiasa, but people, they're very good people. Very hospitable. Unaweza fika pale and you live with them. Yes.
Kabla tuingie kwa education, some investment strategies that Somalis use. Because kama sahi, interesting phenomenon, and I believe you've had this before. Like how the Somali your spending culture influences an economy. Unasikia shamba hapa ilikuwa seme kama 2 million. then Somalis come wanakuchapilia 10 times, right?
Even rental houses.
Even rental houses.
Wakaingia mahali ina triple. Very true. Yes.
So hapo kwa investment strategies,
yes.
Like is it because you don't look at return on investment that utakuja upate ni 2 million, you offer 10 times, ama it's because you see value differently?
Yes, I think we see value differently, and still if the property was 2 million na nimenunua na 10 million, obviously I will be selling, because I have clients, I have customers who are ready to pay. Even the rental, people are like, mahali kilikuwa 1 bedroom ilikuwa maybe 15,000 or even 6,000.
Yes.
Sasa unaweza pata 1 bedroom hata inafikaga mpaka 30, 35.
Yes, true.
Inafikaga. Na I think the spending power also, they spend a lot without thinking that much. But in terms of business, let me tell you something about Somali business. Maybe most Kenyans don't understand.
Okay.
Majority of the Somali businesses are not owned by one person.
Okay.
The power of
pooling resources
together. Today I see an opportunity somewhere. Maybe I don't have money, or maybe I have niko na kidogo.
Yes.
I'll just make a call. Whether nimeona this opportunity, can you
put together?
So you might find maybe in one business you will find maybe 3 to 4 people. Some of them may be related, family. Some of them may not even related, just friends. So they have utilized the power of collaboration. Ndio Waswahili wanasema kidole kimoja
hakivunji
chawa.
Yes.
You can't go far when you are alone. But when you pull resources together, even when there's a loss, you won't feel that much. But utasikia tu, you share the losses. So most businesses I know, sijaona kuna ile sole proprietorship ile mtu, yani this is my business peke yangu. Number collaboration.
Okay.
Number 2, the trust. Kama sahihi, if today you tell me, Abdi, go get 10 million, I can assure you I will go get the 10 million without documentation, without bank's guarantee, without anything. Na nikuletea hapo. Yes. That's trust. Lakini Wakenya wengine wakichukuliana 100,000 wanaleta wakili, mashahidi, without any kind of guarantee. Naweza pata your 10 million. Trust.
How is this built?
How is this?
How do you build that? How do you build your 10 million?
It's a cultural. You can't build it. It's within us, because we also know we are Muslims. So huwezi chukua mali ya wenyewe. That's why unaambiwa in Dubai and in Saudi Arabia, in other places in Arab world, mtu anaweza acha duka wazi with gold and money, naenda kuswali bila kufunga. Lakini ukipatikanwa, hii inaenda.
Ukijaribu
kuiba.
Wewe iba tu, lakini
ukipatikana hii utakuwa na mkono moja. Ukiiba next time inaenda. So that trust, I think it's also something also based on the religion. Like mambo ya mali ya watu wachana nayo. Paka even other Kenyans wanakuambia unaweza acha something kwa duka ya waria na bado utaipata hapo. They will even look for you.
Yes.
They will never take something that's not theirs. And also, if I say like, give me something, and then I have to pay it back, lazima nilipe. Na nikipotea, like I said, I'm insured by the community. Nikipotea na hiyo pesa, watu wataambua, I have cousins, relatives, nini, watu wataitwa. Hiyo pesa itachangwa. In terms of hospitals, burials, nini, we do stand for each other.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, with this knowledge ya community, do you think there's influence about your relationship with money from outside the community? Any influence?
Number 1, we have very little financial literacy as a community. Okay. That's why unasikia mtu anaweza pata 1 million leo na kesho hana. Normally we don't care about tomorrow.
Don't care about tomorrow.
We spend today. So I don't think there's influence from anywhere else. Those who brought influence, they brought us the culture of saving and, wiki tu ni yako, make sure for a rainy day. We say, let that rainy day come. Why do you have to worry about rainy day? That ready day will come. It's a new day, right?
Yes.
It will come with its own blessings. Why should I worry about? I don't even know I'm going to wake up tomorrow.
Ai bana.
Ala pesa ikae kwa account. The more you give, the more you get. Spend it.
Goja.
And giving is starting with you. Inaanzaga na wewe. Unajinyima uende wapi? Why were you hustling kama unajinyima?
Ngoja kidogo.
Yes.
Like, you know, we have people.
Yeah.
And we have people who unapeana, and this is funny.
Yes.
Unapeana, you give. And then when you are in need, you have no one to give you. So the idea of saving is you have insured.
Why are you giving
yourself.
someone who's not going to give you back?
So
you invest in the right people. Unapea mtu unajua kesho nikiumana anaweza chukua. You can't give randomly. Ati wewe kuja shika, hapana.
So then that's it.
You have to give it to people ambaye whenever you need they will come through for you.
Kumbe that's it.
Yes.
You invest in
people.
reciprocity pia.
Yes, you reciprocate.
Ukipeana.
Kuna wengine mimi sasa siwezi wapatia pesa. Na kuna wengine wakaniambia tafuta 10 million, sasa naenda tafuta because I know.
Wewe ukitaka.
Nikitaka nitapewa.
That's why ukipata 1 million leo you can blow it na ujue you will not worry about.
I will not worry about it. Also faith plays a very good role. You have faith. All that can be done with faith. Without faith, if you have a shaky faith, you will worry about tomorrow, your food. God ameleta hii mdomo, he knows how to deal with it.
So okay,
that's why we give birth to 10 children and they all survive without job.
This changes the whole concept, yeah, how you view status, yeah. I'm a millionaire, I'm a billionaire.
Yes.
It's not a big deal now.
Richness is with the heart. If kama uko na njaa huko kwa heart, hata ukipewa milioni ngapi you are still poor.
Ow.
Richness is giving and having, feeling that I'm rich. I can be jobless, but I can be a millionaire. Or I don't have coin in my pocket, but I feel like I'm very rich. Because I have health, and I have family, and I have my six, all whatever, money will come.
This is a very...
I remember,
yes,
when I was working, I know some people used to save 20,000 every month. Mshahara kiingia tu
20.
Mimi mshahara kiingia naanza na pizza. The first week nakula vizuri. And this guy the first week anakula kama kuku. Mimi namaliza naenda movies nakula. Alafu Abdi, why don't you save? You have future, you have family, Nikamwambia boss, if I save. Like let's say you are saving 20,000. After how many years ndo itafika millions? Nikamwambia that will mean I can come one time. I knew that prophecy came through.
Okay.
I started my startup sometimes back after, and then an angel investor came, gave me 3.5 million. And I was working for around 11 years. So I said, if I was to save 20,000 for 11 years, hata haingefika 3 million. Na nilipata one day 3.5 million. Just an angel investor. It's like, hey, I like your idea of M. Luga. Can I invest it? Leta pesa. Leta account. Hakuna paper, nothing. I got 3.5 million in one day. And the guy who was saving is still saving. I don't want to discourage people to save.
From saving.
But penny save is always a pain. But just have the feeling that every morning you wake up, there's a new opportunity. And now it's not like during the time of our fathers. Opportunities everywhere. Like one day you sleep 0, you wake up with 6 figures. It's possible.
So you never worry about bank balance ati ATM imeshuka kidogo.
Not me. I don't know about other people, but not.
These are very different.
Utalala vizuri when you know that God is in charge. Ulikuwa kwa tumbo ya mama yako 9 months. Hiyo giza yote na ulisurvive. Ulisurvive aje? Even your blood and your mother's blood is also different. And you are feeding from her. That God is still there. So, which means you make him full in charge. I want to be a pastor today.
Preach.
I want to preach. So, don't put your equation your God out of your equation.
Yes.
He knows you. in and out, even without uttering a word. So if you're worried about tomorrow, you don't have faith in him. And also, let me tell you something. God will not give you a burden that you cannot carry. In Nairobi, there are mothers who go to big hospitals. Oh, ati mtoto amekaa hivi. Sijui underweight. Uko mashinani umesikia maneno kama hiyo? Mama anajizalisha mwenyewe. Anazaa with nothing. Na hapa Nairobi 3 million, 4 million. Mtoto anaweka incubator because his kgs are ama sijui mtoto ameleta ati, sometimes when babies are born, instead of head wanaletaga nyuma.
Yes.
Traditionally, wazee wetu, hata I know in other communities, unapelekwa kwa mama mzee, anakumassage, mtoto ana turn. Go to go to any hospital. Go to any hospital. Daktari akona ma titles, MPH, GBC, akiona hivi, CS.
Yes.
Na huyo mama hajaishaenda shule. Yes. That's why we need to bring the indigenous knowledge back.
Yes.
Hao wazee. Daktari hawezi akiona mtoto ameleta nyuma instead of kichwa. CS direct. Huyo mama mzee anakuambia wewe, anakupindua upside down. Anakupeleka kama lori. Mtoto analeta kichwa. So that's why I'm saying God will not give you burden that you cannot bear. He will give you according to.
Yes. So this basically, if I can summarize chenye mimi nimepata, I believe audience wamepata differently pia, labda.
Yes.
We overthink a lot of things.
Some things are not even in our control. Wewe ukizaliwa ulikuwa unajijua? Ulizaliwa uchi. Sasa ndio unajifanya binadamu. Alafu you're worrying about tomorrow. Tomorrow about what? We worry too much. Once you have that attitude like God is in control, tomorrow will come with new things.
Yes.
Lakini unalala na wasiwasi.
Okay.
Because of tomorrow.
That's I believe that will start a philosophical debate, especially kwa conversation na feedback ya our audience, and I'm very excited to see what that is about.
Yes.
And you're also very big on education.
Yes.
Na tunasema, and our guest, we had a guest tena juzi hapa.
Yes.
Anaitwa Robert Mwangi. Alisema categorically, to anyone who is in university, those jobs zenye mnasomea haziko. Right?
Yes.
But people are programmed from scratch. Right? Soma, this is your way to freedom, your ticket to freedom. You have redefined freedom.
Yes.
Like, in fact, by the way, ndakuuliza what you think is fine. Umeisema, but sasa I'd like to hear an extended version, your view of what financial freedom is. Usome. Education sasa is a key to success, right? You're an education technologist.
Yes.
What do you say about that?
Whoever said education is the key to success,
yes,
maybe it was during the colonial times. That thing doesn't work right now.
Okay.
Degree is just a paper. And I keep saying this in all my forums. Degree is just a paper. And now with the era of AI and automation and the fourth industrial revolution, where data science and artificial intelligence and IoT and big data, everything. Now, I think most of the courses even students are doing right now will be obsolete in the coming few years because it will be overtaken. It will be overtaken by AI.
Yes.
Right now, I don't need a graphic designer to design my posters. I just go to Canva. I can even have a text to video to text. I can even write books using AI. Right now, I even write books using AI even within a day. So what I'm saying is, in this era and age, education is not the key to success. Have the basics, literacy. There's a book I read whereby it says why A students are working for C students. And it really happens in the Kenyan setup and even Somali community. Ukiangalia around, those who are driving V8 and TX and nitwa Cayenne.
Yes.
Hakuna mtu alipata A. Hakuna mtu alipata A anapeleka gari mzuri. Mtu anapata A, anaenda university, he ends up working in a farm or an organization. Lakini mtu asi ana hustle.
Yeah.
And that A guy will work for this C guy. And it's not a theory or
It's practical.
It's practical. All my friends I know. Tulikuwa nauliza huyu jamaa mimi maisha yake anataka nini? Jamaa analeta D-. Na sasa yeye ndo politician bro.
Yeye ndio mhesh.
Yeye ndo nikimwona tu namwambia na mimi nilikuwa chopi. But right now the poorest people are the people who ambao walipita KCSE. The poorest. Mwingine ameingia cadet.
Yes.
Mwingine amekuwa law, anafanya law firm. Mwingine sijui ako maybe is a doctor. Mwingine anafanya serikali. Mwingine anafanya teaching.
Yes.
But this guy is doing a contract of 500 million. The C guy. Alafu anakuandika wewe umeleta A. Anakupatia mshahara.
Ukuje kama technocrat.
So right now I'm in the tech industry. I mentor a lot of kids.
Yes.
Sometimes parents bring their kids. Anaambia mtoto ameleta B. Anataka kufanya computer science. I know I'll tell them asiende computer science. Kuna college moja hapa, I don't want to advertise them. Peleka yeye afanye software engineering. Within 6 months bring back to him. Even after 6 months hata aende university akitaka because atakuwa na skills. So in this era it's about competency. And sadly I almost became a assistant lecturer when I did my masters.
Assistant lecturer.
I was given some 4 units.
And you said sadly.
Sadly.
Okay.
Sadly, there's a huge disconnect between the academia and the market.
Yes.
Mtoto anamaliza form 4. Akitoka nje ni kama hajaenda shule. Because whatever he was taught in the university has nothing to do, absolutely nothing to do with what the market, the skills required by the job market. That's why in big tech companies like Facebook, Google, even the Tesla guy, these companies, they will never ask you where you're from. Whether you're from MIT or Mount Kenya or a very small college in my village. As long as you have skills. So always say skill up. Mambo degree shughulikia baadaye because it's just it's only important if you don't have it.
It's only important if
you don't have it. Paka unauliza hujafanya degree? Wewe unataka alafu wale wamefanya degree hawana kazi.
Yes.
The job market bro is saturated. Every year of 100,000 graduates in Kenya. Wataenda wapi?
Okay.
Wale wengine I know people who have been jobless for the last 7 years, 8 years. Na alifanya degree amepata ati niko na low second class lower, second class upper. So wende ukule hiyo hapa. Like seriously. Personally, I don't encourage people to go to university. I was in a radio station, the vernacular one, Somali. I said, boss, especially when we had the KCC, kaambia parents listen to me. Mtoto akimaliza form 4 hivi, don't start with university. Take him to a technical course. 3 months, 4 months. Hata juve to graphic design, mobile website, mobile app. This thing you learn even on YouTube. After that, hata hawezi kuuliza fees. Atakuwa kihustle, gigs hapo pale. Na hata university na wabeka fanyaga distance learning because there's nothing to learn there. It's very sad to say that, but there is a huge disconnect because whoever is lecturing me alifanya degree, akafanya masters, na maybe amefanya doctorate within the same university. So his whole life revolves around
the same institution.
Yes. Hajaifanya mahali. At least kama lecturers wangekuwa watu wako outside the university. They work for corporates, they work for big organizations. At least wangekuja wafunzi because they come with skills ambayo the market needs.
Yes.
But you are teaching me a book ambayo imeandikwa 1980 what? You just photocopy the book. The same notes wewe ulifunza na unataka kunifunza na mimi with this.
Yes. Na times are changing.
Times are really changing very fast.
Okay.
So what I say is, number one, whether you are doing medicine, whether you're doing teaching, whether you're doing HR, whether you're doing whatever.
Yes.
If there's no integration of technology.
Yes.
In that whatever course you are doing, you are going home.
Integration of technology.
Right now, I was in Miami last year, same time, for a conference. That's when I saw the first robot delivery. Inavuka barabara. Inaenda kwa nyumba ya mtu. Iko na ka flag huko juu. Paka street light ikiona, it's very intelligent. Inasimama, inakuwa green, inapita. Inafika kwako unapata notification your food is outside. Robots delivery. We have self-driving cars. Driver hana kazi. Delivery ndio hiyo. Automation of all the systems we know. So kazi utatoa wapi?
Okay.
Kama driver hana kazi.
Understood.
Paka ile kazi ya mkono automation imeshaingia. Right now in Kericho. Si watu walikuwa wanatoa majani namna hii. Siku hizi wanafanya aje? Sisi kuna mashine inapita karibu kilomita for a minute. I don't know if I'm wrong, but I've seen like that. They have automated. Okay. Big industries hawezi ona watu.
Inafagia manual labor.
Hakuna manual labor.
Ukisema integration of technology,
yes.
I'd like to indulge you kwa a concept I saw in a book. Yes. Nasema screen time affects the brain development of children.
Yes.
And I've shared this with my friends, sana especially those who have young children.
Yes.
Ati, you have a kid, unataka kumzubaisha na screen. Ni aje Cocomelon.
Yes.
So now there's a teacher, and this is kitambo kidogo, before I think smartphones.
Yes.
So the teacher said that she made an observation that there's a book she used to teach, let's say in grade 5, that children enjoyed reading from cover to cover, right? But the introduction of the mobile phone, yes. short text nini, the minds of the children inazoea short form
yes.
communication, right? So inamaanisha ukishazoea hiyo, the book now becomes boring. So absorbing content from a book in its traditional form, like kitabu hivi, inakuwa shida. So inakuwa, there's a disconnect.
Yes.
Screen is more exciting to the mind than hii kitabu.
Yes.
Does this mean we are actually phasing out the book? Ama it's sometimes there's an age where you should introduce screen time to children,
yes.
so that you don't disconnect from the book.
Now, in every homestead,
yes.
kuna shida ya watoto kuna shida na devices.
Yes.
They become so frustrated. Simu ikizimika, what do?
Yes.
Wanaitupa.
Yes.
Wanaangalia YouTube Cocomelon. Advert ingie.
Yes.
Wanakuwa frustrated.
Yes, true.
It's bringing a culture of antisocial behavior. Mtoto ambaye who has been exposed so much to the screen.
Yes.
Hawezi kupiga story. Hawezi jua lugha, hawezi kuongelesha, hatakuwa na social skills. Unaweza fika kwa nyumba, unaambia this uncle yako anakuambia hi. He doesn't care. And then simu ikizimika, he's become frustrated. Wanavunjaga simu.
Yes.
Hao mafundi wa simu wameshiba sana. I used to sell some kids tablets. Parents used to complain, wapi tablet, watoto simu wanavunja kila siku. Ikizimika tu, they don't know that imezimika, wanaitupa, wanaivunja.
Yes.
They shout, they roll, they tantrums everywhere. And that's a mental health for kids. Okay. They become very antisocial. Hata kwa mkubwa, if they grow, wanakuwa tu hivi tu.
Yes.
Even in China, I think there are some even streets where people wanawekata LED light, the way people are addicted. So at younger age, I really recommend parents to limit screen time.
Okay.
For the kids, because it's really going to affect even when they grow up. Mtoto anakuwa 20 years lakini hataka kuongelesha watu. Because the screen you don't talk. You consume.
Yes.
So mtoto hata ukimpeleka outdoor activities, he will not be active. And exercise also makes kids grow and the psychomotor development and cognitive development.
Yes.
Screen time limit it. Maybe let's say kwa siku unamwambia maybe 30 minutes or something. Nowadays even it become a punishment. Mtoto anaambiwa, if you don't do this, I will take away your phone. So it became a very bad habit. But there's a lot of good sites. If you limit them and then take them that. There are some sites they will just be watching for entertainment. But recently I hosted a Nigerian professor from UK. He said your phone is a tool. It's not a toy. You can make money, you can network, you can do a lot of things. So if you use that device, a tablet or a phone, smartphone,
yes,
for the right purpose, the kids will be smart, and also we learn a lot. They can learn a lot from the. Like when you don't do that parental control, you don't know what they are consuming. Next time he will just say, I identified myself as a goat, for example, because he's consuming a lot of things. And kids, their brain is like, a white piece of paper. Whatever is written there will stick there. So whatever they're consuming, you need to be very careful. I know some parents ambaye hata waliban TV kwao. Leave alone, they ban. Na kids ukifika pala anakupigia story, haya anko sasa habari gani mzuri. Lakini the one who consumed, he becomes so unataka viboko tu. Unakaa tu mtoto hawezi kuongelesha. Even as a parent, ukimpeleka nje tu amekaa tu do hivi because it's addiction. So parents should limit.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why watoto mashinani they are very smart. Not academically but socially.
Yes. Najua kwa issue tunapenda watu wako na talent ya kuongea vibaya but chini ya maji.
Yes.
Umesema I identify as a goat.
As a goat. Because people usually some guys were identified as dogs. They were barking on the streets. You find a lot of interesting things, very useless things on the internet.
Na sasa, how do you balance? Mimi siamini hiyo mambo ya parental controls because kids will learn how to bypass those systems.
No, they can't. There's a Google Family Tree link, for example.
Okay.
Anything they download is for you to give them access. Okay. And you can also see the history.
Okay. And that works?
It really works.
Okay.
Yes.
So now you are an education technologist.
Yes.
How do you arrive at an education technologist and what does this mean?
First of all, how I became an education technologist is a little bit funny. I was a telecom engineer.
Okay.
Specialized in optical networks. So tulikuwa tunafanya kazi ya Safaricom, ile fiber homes. Yes. I was head of rollout in the coast region.
Okay.
So since I had also, I'm a community person. Like nikienda nyumbani nauliza wewe ni aje? KCC ilikuwaje? Jamaa analeta D stand D minus. Mtoto wa year 5 year 6 unamwambia how are you? Hawezi kujibu.
Yes.
And then when it comes to exams. Zamani kulikuwa na ile rating.
Yes.
Na udhista uko wapi? Ushaona hata top 100? Yes. When we were learning the same syllabus.
Yes.
So there was a lot of challenges. Nikasema I need to find a solution for this. Since I had a background of telecommunication, not education, so I had to enroll a master's in ICT and education and instructional design, purposely to understand how the education system works.
Yes.
And also how to come up with a technology-based solutions for all these crises.
Okay.
I remember one of my relatives, alileta D stand. And it's very common. Mtu akileta D stand anachichwa mbuzi. D
yake moto.
D ni strong bro. So nikamwambia boss, si urudie tu ulete kasi stand C minus hivi. Akaniambia wallahi nikirudia tapata chini ya hiyo. I was like what? So there's a lot of challenges.
Yes.
Mass failure. Mtoto amefuzwa 8 years lakini literacy inamsumbua. Anakuandikia kwa Kisomali. So I had to enroll masters.
Yes.
For ICT and education and instruction design. So during the graduation, during the project,
yes,
we were around 7 in number. It was JCOT. People were coming up with the simulation and modeling of chemical reactions. Mimi nikamwambia boss, hata lugha inatusumbua.
Yes.
Mtoto wa grade 4, mimi wa class form 2, hajaelewa bado concept ya grade 5, grade 5.
Yes.
What's the problem? And then I realized there's a language barrier.
Okay.
Imagine daktari walk into a classroom for the first time. Na unajua lugha yako tu ya mama. The only language you understand is fluent.
Yes.
Kwa sababu other than urban centers, huko ukienda huko mashinani, watoto by the age of 5 they are very fluent. But kuja kwa class, mwalimu anaongea nini?
English.
Na vitabu ziko
English.
How do you want me to learn when I don't even understand? How?
So you're disadvantaged.
It's advantage. Go to the smallest country in Europe. They use their mother tongue. Go to China, go to where? Every country, a successful country, they use their local language.
When you come to think of it.
Yes.
Hata in England, they speak English. That's their first language.
First
That's
language.
what they learn with.
Yes. That's why they're becoming successful. See, we spend more time learning even the language, not the content.
You learn the language
Language
first.
una learn first. The first 5 years unashangaa. I'm ahead, my boy, whatever.
Yes.
So I visit schools a lot. Nafika mtoto wa grade 2, which means alikuwa PP1, PP2, grade 1, 2, na 3. 5 years in school.
Yes.
Wallahi, God is my witness. Nauliza swali kama simple. How was your day? Bro, no one could answer. Paka wengine, what is your name? They could not answer. Na mwalimu ni Msomali. The whole class ni Wasomali. Namuuliza boss, do you know that this competency-based curriculum supports the use of indigenous language? Mtoto kumwambia, this is my head. Why didn't you translate for him? Mwambia hii ni madaxayga, way kan madaxayga. Kan waa madaxayga. Madax maxaa la?
Yes.
Head.
Yes.
Gacan. Hand. You're teaching them songs they don't even understand. I was so pissed off, bro. So with all those challenges, nikaona language barrier is a problem. That's when I came up with an app. It's called M-Lugha app. A internationally recognized app. We have done in 19 Kenyan languages. So they teach you basic literacy and numeracy using your first language. It was awarded by Africa.
Everyone can download that.
Everyone can download that.
To
right
your
now,
phone?
we are incorporating AI.
Okay.
Not the best version, but they can download. It's called M-Lugha, M-Lugha, L-U-G-H-A.
Okay.
Not the best version. We are incorporating AI, and
Okay.
initially it was used to be different languages, but now we have one app. You select the language you want.
Okay.
I'll maybe show you later on how it works.
Yes.
So I came with the app. It really helped, and it was awarded globally. We even represented Kenya in London at Global EdTech Awards.
Good vibes.
Also, first runner-up, Africa Telecommunication Union awarded. And then Africa Union gave us the 10 most inspiring innovations in Africa. So it was awarded. Now, there was a challenge. The app needs device. Also, it needs technological know-how. That's digital literacy. Number 3, it needed power. As long as I made it offline, but for the first time, you need an internet to download. So with all these challenges, and my target group was the rural communities, and we have a problem with the connectivity. We struggled, but we really did our best. And then now we complemented the app with now multilingual books, which are here.
Okay.
Now, if you don't have an app, you will get a book. So as education technologists now, with the Masters of ICT in Education, now my whole work as an education technologist, one, is make sure there's ICT integration in learning and teaching. If maybe it is digitizing content, creating an educational apps, in terms of training teachers on ICT skills, digital skills also for kids, and also developing softwares, and also incorporating hardwares into the whole learning in schools, and also learning the whole learning system. So my whole thing is I make sure in a learning setup there's an integration of ICT, be it software, be it hardware, be it even teaching skills, teaching methods.
Yes.
Right now I'm consulting for a school in South Sea. It's purely ICT integration. Every class has a smart board. The teacher is not supposed to use a whiteboard unless there's power outage.
Or chalk.
Yes. The kids are given tablets, so they're going to do assignments and submit it online next day.
So this bulk of carrying 20 books,
Hakuna. Actually, we're reducing more paper, more of books, because everything is online. The teachers will now be able to save their content and even do a visual aid when a demonstration something, because you can download images and do anything. You can even create your own content and project it. And so the whole school it's called Tafsir Academy in South Sea. It's an international school, and it's 100% ICT integration.
Okay.
And then also the aspect of STEM, science, engineering, technology, and math. It's also part of it. Like we have the coding, robotics curriculum incorporated into the system as a extracurriculum activity. So basically, like what I do at the school as a consultant, education technologies consultant, or we call it EdTech. in other words. But by the way, we have a very vibrant ecosystem of EdTech ecosystem in Kenya. We also have EdTech East Africa. We have an ecosystem which comprises of education technology startups across East Africa. And we normally have forums, like right now these are coming, Pomani EdTech Summit, which is happening, I think tomorrow? I think, yeah, tomorrow, 28th. It's happening in Mombasa. We also have regional EdTech Summit. So basically, it's education and technology combined. Make sure you use devices, you use softwares, and make sure you don't do the traditional way of where's your assignment and yes, that's generally an education technology.
And projectively,
yes.
What results would we, in an ideal situation, let me present you a utopia situation whereby Kenya, the whole country, adopts this system.
Yes.
What results would we expect to see in terms of changes and impact?
One, like we said, the world is moving very fast, and it's moving to a digital era. The fourth industrial revolution is here with us. One, the learners will be digitally literate. Digital literacy will be very high. Number two, it will ease learning. Zamani mwalimu alikuwa anakuambia biology, you did biology, right? Mwalimu alikuwa anakuchorea heart.
Yes.
Ushaona blood ikipump?
Hapana.
Now with this,
na arrows.
Yes. Now this kind of technology integration, you will see the heart pumping blood visually.
Yes.
You'll have a visual aid. So any concept you want, it will 3D animated.
Okay.
You can visually see how the blood is circulating, the oxygenated, and everything. And everything, any concept you can visually see. So which means it will make learning, number one, fun. It will also make accessible. I remember when I was doing my master's, I've never went to class. I did it virtually.
Yes.
And you can even do virtually even in the best university in Kenya. So learning it's no longer within the four corners of a classroom. Like learning now is become, you can learn from anywhere.
Okay.
Now the other one is in terms of outcome. When you use digital content or ICT education technology, it makes learning in terms of outcomes. You can really see learners are learning a lot, and even from the outcome, from assessment, you can see they really improve.
Okay.
And you know, this also digital kids, they learn faster, not like the older generations.
Okay.
They learn faster using technology.
Sawa. Na hii story ya learning in indigenous languages.
Yes.
Before you transition to say like fully learning in English.
Yes.
How much do you think we can catch up, and how much do you think it would affect in terms of the quality of education or the quality of learning?
First of all, there is a new report which came 21st of March.
The UNESCO report?
UNESCO report.
Okay.
It's called Global Education Monitoring Report. And in every 21st of February, we celebrate International Mother Language Day.
Yes.
This report by the UNESCO says that 40% of global learners don't access language in their first language. They don't access education in their first language.
Okay.
And there's a lot of report has been done why it really affects the learning outcome. Imagine learning from unknown to unknown.
Okay.
If today I teach you Somali, an English word, but I use a language that you know, it's from known to unknown.
Yes.
Rather than using unknown to unknown. Imagine telling me this is your head, and just sticking like that, this is your head. But if you told me or teach me in a language that I understand, because I'm coming with a known, with a known, like naijua.
Yes.
Use that. Hii maneno ati mtoto akiongea Kiingereza unapatiwa zamani unapewa, that was just not very.
And then someone would argue that it has worked for me and you. We learned with that same system, and we did well.
How many people?
Oh, so now the answer.
It worked for you, but how many people did not work?
Oh, so this other system will work for more people.
Yes.
So we will have, okay, thank you.
Yes.
So now we will have more students.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. When you have basic foundational literacy and numeracy in the first language,
it increases the pool of academic
also
excellence.
the aspect of self-awareness. How do I put it? The cultural sensitive. You will become culturally. Use cultural sensitive content.
Okay.
So kuna ile self of belonging.
Yes.
Like mtoto anasikia confident, the self esteem. Like mtoto unamfunza Kiingereza using Kiingereza atajiona yeye ni dumb. Lakini when you are using his first language, the guy will be confident.
Okay.
And also atakuwa na ile self esteem.
So that's good. But how do we address now the question of a supply of 100,000 graduates every time? Where are we taking them? How do we address this?
The supply of?
The supply of 100,000 graduates into the market every year.
Yes.
On average, these are not absolute numbers.
Yes.
Like we have more and more people, and you already know, like this education thing, it's most the hope that is sold that it's a guaranteed ticket to financial freedom ama success is a fallacy.
Yes.
So how do you think we can address this concept of like, oh, soma upate kazi, soma, and what do we do with wale wenye wako kwa market already?
Now, number one, in the country, number one, hakuna kazi. We don't have industries to employ them. We don't produce anything. Hata toothpick to produce. So the only option left is digital economy, whereby you share your skills with the rest of the world, not in Kenya.
Okay.
The only way, and I repeat in capital letters, the only way out of unemployment, unless new administration comes, hii imeshaenda hii. And then now we started exporting and now having industries, revive all the industries, ndio watoto wapate kazi. But as it is right now, my friend, if you are not in the digital gig economy, utaka na mama yako. Like seriously, because where will they go? Hakuna factories. Where will they work? We are not creating jobs. And it's all that of the government. The county government just being looted left and right, and nepotism.
Yes.
National government, wale wazee wamefanya kazi 1960 mpaka sasa hawataka retire.
Wako bado. There's
no breed coming in. Mtoto kwanza serikali mtu ana even if you are incompetent, unaenda tu 50 years unasikia tu umekuwa director. Na unless you mtu retire, hiyo kazi, hiyo position haitoki. So the new guys coming in, there's no your progression. Kwa sababu serikali ufutwi. There's job security.
Yes.
So now I'm talking to the youth. The only way out to this unemployment thing is through digital economy. Get a skill and outsource your skill outside. Right now, there's some work I did in Garissa for ILO to train digital skills on youth on digital skills.
Yes.
And the whole project was train them and connect them for job linkage. And I'm right now 3 or 4 of them are working in the industry of translation and interpretation, and also track dispatch. Those are some of the gigs. Like people in Isili are really working right now, over close to hundreds of them. They are working at night for the US companies. They do remote jobs.
Yes.
So what I can say is, unless there is another government comes, and then we revive all the industries, a lot of job creation are happening. Otherwise, my friend, utachukua Probox uuze ndizi huko nyuma ama invest in digital economy, so that at least your market itakuwa global.
Okay.
You can get a client in Somalia, you can get a client in the US, you can get a client in even as far as even Finland and Europe.
Okay.
So that's the only solution.
Candidly explained. Saa ingine pia watu wanaambiwa, you've actually, najua this will be a debate, the idea of saving. That's the most free mindset I've seen in a very long time.
Yes.
Then what is your view on investment? On saving, by the way, most people will agree with you because you have made a case for why you say that, okay? It's like shooting in the dark and you don't care, you'll do it. But then again, interesting, you have a backup. Yeah, you invest in community. Like let's say you have a pool of friends when unajua, like I would not be worried about 10 million, 20 million.
Yes.
I can get it, okay? That in itself is a form of security.
Yes.
Right? Then what is your take on investment? Cause kama sisi tunaambiwangwa go borrow, invest in real estate or fanya transport nini. What is your view on investment?
Now there's a lot of debate.
Yes.
Somalis wamejenga nyumba mingi. Wameenda kila mahali.
Yes.
But let me give you a very, very simple scenario that I was part of it, literally.
Yes.
In the real estate, for example.
Yes.
You come to someone. Wewe uko na plot. Like hauna pesa ya kujenga.
Yes.
Na hiyo plot umekaa sijui 50 years, 60 years. Lakini yes. If you 100 years utaka kujenga kwa sababu hauna pesa. I come to you.
Yes.
Nakwambia let's do a joint venture. Wewe shika 10 million.
Yes.
Toka hapa. In the next 2 years, isione sura yako.
Yes.
Hapa nitajenga 15 story or 16 story.
Yes.
Apartment. And out of that, I'll give you 30%, 30 houses, 30% of the houses.
Yes.
Na mimi kama investor, nabaki na 70. Although squeeze the market nasikia imeenda 60-40.
Yes.
The money, but when it was starting, it used 70. To be 30-70.
Okay.
Nimeinvest ngapi? 10 million.
10 million.
Only.
Yes.
Maybe itatafuta another few millions for paperwork.
Yes.
Ya ganjo.
Yes. Yes.
Nyumba naiweka tu mabati.
Yes.
Naweka hapo design.
Yes.
Naweka jina mzuri.
Yes.
Everything. And then now I start selling the houses off plan.
Yes.
Na bado sijaweka pesa ingine. Now people will start now buying the houses before even I start.
Yes.
If you sell and you pay 30% upfront.
Yes.
30 or 40%.
Yes.
Upfront.
Yes.
Ndio, and then you start paying monthly for 2 years. By the time nyumba 2 years inaisha, wewe ushamaliza payment. So imagine getting 10 what do you call 10 people paid for the 30%.
Yes.
Already ushaanza nyumba.
Yes.
By the time unaendelea imefika first floor, people will start now joining in.
Yes.
But hakuna mtu amechukua pesa akajenga nyumba alafu anauza. All houses in Isli or in other places, most of them they are being sold off plan.
Yes.
Which means hata ijaweka sururu. Lakini umeuza nyumba kama 3-4.
Yes.
You start that money now to build.
Okay.
Na nimeinvest ngapi?
10 million.
10 million and maybe 2 million, 7 million. Hiyo 7 million nimepigia marafiki wawili watatu wakaleta 2 million. Na baadaye nitawapatia shares.
Na sasa?
Yes. That's a secret.
I know that's a very big secret. But then
I'm really sorry for Somali community. That was a business secret.
We are all Kenyans.
Yes.
So now I'm very curious.
Yes.
So now ndio ukue liquid.
Yes.
Uko hata na hiyo 2-3 million.
Yes.
You must have saved.
Not necessarily.
Kuna hawa wa kukusaidia to pull together.
I just save hawa kuna businesses. They have multiple businesses. It's from the business, not from their pocket.
So this
obviously there will be some saving involved. Wizi naambia ati umepata 10 million na umetumia yote.
Exactly. That's why nasema
utatumia na utapeana na bado utabakisha kitu.
Na sasa inamaanisha pia bado ndio wewe upate opportunity kama hii ya kwenda kuofa mtu 10 million kwa shamba yake.
Yes.
Lazima ukue pia na yako yenye ulikuwa umeweka mahali.
Si lazima. Mimi naleta deal. Mimi nakuja na plot.
So unaweza kuja na confidence.
Zero. Yeah. Wewe niko na plot hapa. Nimesha negotiate na mwenye nyumba. Una watu from zero wanaletaka unapata 10 million. I know a guy who brokered a hotel.
Yes.
Ameleta buyer aka connect na the seller.
Yes.
Alipata 4 million
from your.
Akanunua gari extra new shape mara hiyo.
Hakuna
KDH.
Yes.
Takuwa staki kama unaniona. Just by bringing people together. A very big restaurant in Isli. So you can start from nothing. I think if you read that book from Rich Dad Poor Dad, the same thing.
That's one book ya finance yenye I can't endorse personally.
Yes.
Because
you can take some few things.
Yeah. You can get a few ideas, but he himself, those ideas zime catch up na yeye. Right?
I know.
So,
but you can make money from zero just by getting a buyer. Now, like example, maybe you know someone with a plot.
Yes.
Kama sahi unajua.
Yes.
Unajua?
Yeah, najua.
In Nairobi.
Yes, in Nairobi.
Si Kiambu. Nairobi especially Parklands and Eastleigh and South Sea. Unajua?
Yes. Parklands najua.
Unajua mtu ambaye in the next 100 years hawezi develop.
Yes.
Anaishi tu pale.
Yes.
Anapiga githeri. You go, I'll give you an advice. Go to that person. Mwambie nataka kujenga nyumba hapa. You talk
confidence
100%.
Yes.
Mwambie nataka kujenga nyumba hapa. Yes. Najua uwezi jenga hapa. Na around you inajengwa. So hutakuwa na privacy. Wacha najenga 15 story.
Yes.
Na nakupatia 30 houses. Either uza ama rent ama uishi shauri yako. Na nakupatia 10 million for the 2 years ambaye uko
yenye bado inajengwa.
Inajengwa. Wewe enda rental hata enda mashinani.
Yes.
Use that 10 million. Hiyo 10 million ni kama tu kusema tu wewe enda tu for inconvenience.
Yes. Hai.
2 years. Wewe kuja hapa na kupatia nyumba zako. Nani atakata?
But then most people wanakuanga na hiyo attachment ya hii shamba nilinunua
itakusaidia aje na unapika githeri hapo na you are dying poor. Si afadhali uchukue 10 million na baadaye every house utauza 13 million 14 million. 14 million times 30.
Oh.
Yes. Ama hata ufanye rental tu. Unanunua gazeti kila asubuhi.
Yeah. Then this means pia for you to have this, and this sasa now I think brings the concept nilikuwa nakuuliza ya financial freedom. Hauna attachment ya ati hii ghorofa ya 12 floors sijui 100 units ama 120 units ni yangu, it is mine. You don't have that. No. You just focus on how much money you can make when this comes up.
Yes. And you have a very bad attitude of lack of providing social amenities, especially in this land. And I really surprised. Mtu anajenga 15 stories. Hata hakuna mahali watoto wanaweza chezea.
Okay.
Ama hata hakuna parking. Huko parking wameka mataya na imekuwa store. They utilize every space.
Yes.
Which is very sad.
Okay.
Unamaliza nyumba, you look for another one. So if the first project ukimaliza, you are guaranteed of doing more than 5. Kwa sababu ushauza nyumba yote na uko na cash. So unaenda ukibuy out people wale wanataka kujenga. Especially a lot of Indians who are moving out of the country. I don't know why. They're moving to UK and so wanapeana a lot of them. I think there's that trend.
Kwa hivyo hii kitu ya capital ati mtu lazima build lump sum.
Unaweza kuwa na nyumba kama 10 saa hii. Wacha kitu kingine. In the real estate now I'm talking about, which is very successful. If I bring a client, mimi saa hii. If you bring client, napewa 500,000.
If you bring a
client, napewa 500,000. So if I bring 10 clients, already hata naweza nunua nyumba hapo.
If someone has built amejenga apartment, umeleta client wa kununua,
wananipea commission.
Hiyo ni 500,000.
Yes. Na nikileta more than 20, wananipatia nyumba. Life is not all that serious, bro. Una save ati 3,000.
Hii kusave ya sijui kufinya kidogo ati
utasave alafu you are one hospital bill away from poverty. Una save alafu unaenda Kenyatta.
Kaput story yako imeisha.
Hivyo ndo wanasema Somali. Kama
by the way
Boniface Manga alikuwa anasema the other day, all Kenyans they are one hospital bill away from poverty. Una save imefika 300,000. Mtu wako anaingia hospitali.
Nenda.
Hiyo pesa imeenda yote. Na bado nakwambia kama kuna pesa hapa utalipa. And I said, I am repeating, God will not burden you with something you cannot carry. Kama umesave pesa. Kama umesave pesa. Like account.
Itapata kazi.
Itapata kazi.
So tumia.
Wewe uko na ngapi sasa?
Wewe wacha. Mimi nilisha learn kitambo. Kuna hiyo excitement ya niko na million bob, unaweza ona inaishanga hata ujui imeisha aje.
Bro, even if you want to account for, huwezi jua imeenda wapi.
Hata kama you are financially literate, hata kama the rule is the same.
The rule is the same. And then also I would like to encourage the power of collaboration. Huwezi peke yako kuna mahali utafika. Look for friends with same minded people. People who are idealistic and some people who can huwezi fanya kazi peke yako. Tafuta watu kama 3 au 4. there's power in coming together.
Siski loan borrowing hapa kwa hii story. Hakuna hiyo.
Hakuna borrowing hapo.
Na hakuna attachment ya hii ni yangu, like the glory that comes with I have built ile ni gorofa yangu hakuna. You'd rather be 5 people mko nazo mingi badala ya wewe una struggle na
that simplicity. Like for example sahi ukiingia Jamia.
Yes.
Friday. Na msikiti imejaa. The CS Adan Duale akikuja ataka wapi? Kwa pavement. Next yake ni mtu hata ana kazi. Hapa labda ni cleaner wa msikiti. So you are nothing bro. Hii title ni hapa tu.
Ni si tumejiwekea.
Umejiwekea bro. Enda mosque uangalie. Even the president comes, he's a Muslim. Hakuna ati pisha. Ukikuja ukipata space unakaa hapo. Watu wanazaliaga huko nje. MPs wangapi tulisale na hapo kwa mbele ya hapo JKUAT kwa barabara. Hiyo jua imewaka. MP fulani. Viataka ameweka chini yake.
Yes.
That simplicity you'll get it anywhere.
So hii kitu ya kujiekelea titles na expectations ndio sometimes ina mislead people on how we think about money, and that's how we overthink solutions.
We overthink a lot. And as a human being we overthink a lot. When nikuulize, my grandfathers and my father, our fathers walikuwa na kazi. Na walikuwa na watoto wangapi?
Watoto wengi.
Umekufa. You survived.
So basi nani alitucheza?
Is it system ya capitalism? Itakuwa na watoto wawili. Why? Ati maisha ni ngumu. Maisha ni yako. Wewe ndio unapanga maisha.
I hope Alex anakusikia.
Who is Alex?
Alex is part of our team. We tuli debate naye jana.
Kama uko na less than watoto 8, wewe ni pure kabisa.
Na mtu atakuambia watoto 8, how will you take care of them? How will you?
It's not you to take care of them, it's God.
Hapana bana. People wako na watoto and they are suffering out here. Like practical. Wenye unaona
people wewe kama uwezana maisha Nairobi, uende mashinani. Don't force yourself. Kama maisha Nairobi huwezi lisha 8. Enda
mahali utalisha 8.
Kuna mahali utalisha comfortably.
Asante sana. I have to say, now I know our audience agrees, this has to be one of the most interesting conversations on this platform.
Thank you.
Polite but makahasho, zinaitwa makahasho, so ma uppercut.
Brutal honesty.
I identify as a goat. Sawa. Thank you for the work you're doing representing the country within and beyond the borders. I know you've written so many books, right?
Yeah.
And this isn't zangu, thank you. This is a
next time we meet gift. I need you to have like 20 words of Somali language.
20 words.
20 words.
Of course. Now, I think I know a few. Somali magaha, kuna firi. Now my vocabulary. Nakuanga niko nazo.
Firi ni nini? Firi.
Narudi class. Apana. Narudi class.
This one will teach you basic numeracy, like in the numbers 1 to 10, and also the body parts. It will teach you about family, and also fruits and animals.
Okay. Now umesema pia before tufunge, it's very important. I heard this somewhere that language is going to be a skill of the future. And I've seen the value of, if you have a child, grow kama umemfundisha French, Spanish, ingine ni gani, kama Chinese, Japanese. This is a person who does not need to look for a job in the future because they can work anywhere. Is that true?
Let me tell you something.
Yes.
Why do presidents, whenever the other presidents outside there, like the Turkish president, the Russian president, ushaona wakiongea Kiingereza?
Hata Russia na sijaisikia Putin.
Do you know that they know English?
Putin knows English.
Hakuna mtu ajue Kiingereza. But there's power in language. If you want to colonize people, you use kama sahi unatumia Kiingereza.
Yes.
What do you think of the British people? How do they see us? Neocolonialism continues with the language. So there's power in people using your language. Jua yako. Wachana lugha ya watu. Jua yako, also jua zingine.
Okay.
Lakini mtu anakuambia ati nasikia Unajua lugha yako? Ati nasikia
Kwa mbali.
Kwa mbali. What? Mwacha mila ni?
Mtumwa.
Yes.
Jua yako.
You brag with other people's language. In Somali language, there's a saying that afqarat. How do you say afqarat? I don't know. Yani you brag with other languages.
Oh, okay.
Ati unafika pale unatoa press tunaongea Kiingereza. Wacha watu wa translate. So kuna translators.
Yes.
Use your language. There's power in using your language.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Lakini unafika pale unabishana na sasa unasikia county assembly wa Mandera ati wanatumia Kiingereza ku debate. Why?
But kulingana ya Baringo, someone recorded a clip of the Baringo County Assembly wakiongea Kikale, and it was like, oh, why are they speaking in Kikale, and it's how are they passing bills?
Who said you cannot pass bills with Kikale?
That's an interesting challenge.
Unafika county Wajir, assembly mzima ni wa Somali. Na umeleta mtoto wa form 4 dropout kama MCA. Kiingereza ni shida. Si atumie tu Kisomali. You know, when you use your language you become creative. Say how many proverbs nimekupatia kwa Kisomali? Ningekupatia kwa Kiingereza. You become creative when you use your own language, your first language.
Okay.
You become creative. You use proverbs, you use
and now we've been shamed into using other people's language because we think it's superior.
We think English is a sign of intelligence. Ati jamaa anajua Kiingereza. Mimi najua watu wengine smart sana hawajui Kiingereza.
Yeah.
Hata mimi Kiingereza inanisumbua.
Yeah.
I'm very smart.
Hiyo naye ni ukweli.
Sorry.
Hiyo ni ukweli. Hiyo ni ukweli.
So language is not a sign, it doesn't mean anything. It's just a communication thing. Na hata kila mtu anaweza jifunza.
Ukweli. So the Mlugha app, is it, so now I need to understand one thing.
Yes.
Is it available for the whole country?
Yes.
Like what's up with it? And what expectations can a parent have kwa kudownload the Mlugha app for their children?
Right now we have a new version coming in.
Yes.
Which language do you want? Which language do you speak?
I speak Luo, I speak Kiembu.
Luo, eh?
Yes.
Okay. Now I want to ask you something. How do you say camel in Luo?
Tell me something. That's I know it's just ngamia, but tell me something else.
Ngamia.
Okay.
You are right. How do you say cow?
Diang.
How do you say crocodile?
Nyang.
Donkey? Nyar punda.
Punda.
Sorry.
Yes, punda.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Hiyo matuzi nimetunza.
Yes.
Elephant?
Liech. Na munipata moja Luo
And then
kabisa. Yes.
Elephant.
The English?
Oh.
So now these are animals. You have body parts.
Okay.
Like how say ear.
Eat.
Kumbe unajua eh?
Yes, najua.
So this
I
one now,
speak Luo and Kiembu.
it will help in terms of literacy,
Yes.
number one. Number two, now literacy for the rural community. But for the urban community, right now most of the downloads comes from the diaspora community, especially Somali.
Okay.
All the Kenyans. Anakwambia mimi ni Mluo, lakini mtoto salamu hata ajui. Kwa sababu hujamfunza.
Yes.
So now these apps will come.
Okay.
Will come in handy.
Okay.
So which other language do you interest much?
Kiembu.
Hakuna Kiembu.
Hakuna. Kiembu is close to Kikuyu, so I can never say anything ya Kikuyu.
Kikuyu. Let's say
Yes.
Kikuyu.
Yes.
Let's go for numbers. How do you say 8?
Inyanya.
Inyanya.
Yes.
8?
Mirongo inyanya.
Mirongo inana.
15?
15.
15.
So this app has animations also,
Yes.
where there's a cartoon character.
Yes.
Anaongea now your local language translated now. And it was approved by the Ministry of Education to be used for ECD, for Alicia. Because in the CBC curriculum,
Yes.
there's a component where you can use your indigenous language
Yes.
up to grade 3.
Okay.
So it's something that even the ministry allows, the language policy allows
Okay.
you. Lakini bado tunang'ang'ana na Kiingereza. which is very sad.
Good challenge.
Yes.
Good challenge.
Yes.
Abdi, asante sana. I can't thank you enough. And this show, tunasemanga, it has a life of its own. I met a gentleman. I don't know why he went missing. Anaitwa Ali. Ali, yes. I met Ali in Chandarana, Muthaiga. Ali akanisalimia, "Hey, King Ori, si unilete kwa show." Nikamwambia, Ali bana, hata nimetafuta this conversation on the Somali business Somali business model. So akasema, let's do it. Next time I call him, alikuwa anacheza golf, akaniambia, see we confirm nini. Alafu akaenda missing. Before that, tulikuwa tumebonga na is my friend, supporter of the show, Asmali. In fact, Asmali wa Isli, former mayor.
He's a friend of mine.
Asmali ni good vibes. He actually, when I did my stand-up show, he made sure amekuja, like legit, and I hold that in high esteem. We tried to set this up, nae haikumake. And then when I reach out to you, I have to admit, I did not know tutaenda that deep in conversation. And I don't know, I don't know. I know everyone I ever thought of in this conversation would have been equally gifted. But right now, I don't think kuna mtu ninge have nae so much fun in conversation. So I have to thank you very much. And thank you for sparing your time to come share knowledge with us.
Thank you so much. Na kesho ni Ramadan, tunaanza kufunga.
Inaanza?
Yes.
Okay.
So I wish all the Muslims blessed month. 30 days of no food and prayers.
Sawa. Happy Ramadan, blessed Ramadan. This episode tumerecord a day before Ramadan. This is 28th, but it's airing on Wednesday. Wednesday ni 5th. So tuko katikati ya Ramadan. So blessed Ramadan throughout the season.
Yes.
Asante.
Asante.
Asante sana.
Thank you so much.